We are finally in the year where we can say, it's 2026, GTA 6 is going to release this year, which is something that we also thought we could say last year, so I guess we will see. But according to reports of Tom Henderson, he believes that there will not be any more delays for GTA 6.
Tom, are you confident GTA 6 will still launch this year?
Yes. That was going to be in my prediction. But yeah, I think Rockstar are confident enough now that it will release this year.
They got to get people talking in the positive after the union busting investigation, so they can't delay it again now.
To my predictions, I said that GTA 6 will release this year.
Which is impressive considering that the developers are not even back in the office yet, and the new year at the time of the recording of that clip was 3 days old. Regardless if it will or not, there are a few things that are certain in life. Death, taxes, and GTA Online not wanting to die. Jokes and all that aside, there's a couple of things that are interesting from a Rockstar Games fan in 2026. There are still rumors floating around about a GTA 4 and an RDR2 remaster, with in particular the RDR2 remaster being something that is still being confirmed constantly that it's still within the works. I don't have any actual birds whispering similar things to me or anything like that, so I suppose it's one of those time will tell type of things. One thing that we do know for certain though is that Max Payne 1 and 2 are getting a remake which should be coming out sometime this year. One would expect that this will be announced sometime at the start of the year and also could be giving a release date probably way before GTA 6, given the fact that they probably don't want those two franchises to clash with each other. Releasing it afterwards probably doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Personally, I would say though that if you never played Max Payne 1 and 2, that those remakes are definitely worth looking out for. Remedy will be at the helm of developing, who are also the original developers of the game, and while Sam Lake will probably have a hand in it too, meaning that the original developer behind the whole thing is also part of the team, which is great. The only thing Rockstar is doing is, here's money, please have some more and make us profit, which in this case is definitely a very good thing, given the recent track record of Rockstar re-releasing RDR1 for the current consoles and the previous ones, and well, frankly, it running very smoothly and doing very well. I can pretty much see that Rockstar is going down the similar path for the foreseeable future by remastering or remaking games so they can make a relatively easy bang for their buck. Especially considering Red Dead Redemption 1 has been re-released 3 times now over the past 3 years. As for our favorite online game, GTA Online in 2026, there are a few more things on the horizon, particularly in terms of drift feed from the current DLC. We're still getting a new dispatch work mission, as well as probably the most exciting thing that you ever did in the game, which is delivering newspapers, as well as the forklift operator work and also firefighter. There's also some brand new events for Valentine's Day and also the 420 event, which should also be relatively interesting, with an adversary mode coming, which likely is going to be surrounded around a mansion raid. That's probably the thing I'm looking forward to the most, though most interior adversary modes aren't that great because they're so very much crammed, and yeah, I'm hoping that most of that adversary mode will be on the outside, as I don't necessarily think that the mansion is really a deathmatch area. I think we learned a lesson from Michael's house team deathmatches for all those 2013 years. And finally, there also seems to be something for around like St. Patrick's Day with some Clover collectibles. You know, in terms of like content, it's not the most exciting thing. We also have some other vehicles coming. I mean, obviously, we can all see which one is the most interesting one out of the bunch. But aside from that, GTA Online is probably going to be one of those things where probably until like April-ish time, we'll get like some drift feed here and there. Rockstar's distribution of drift feed content nowadays is very strange, as we could go weeks or months without a singular car thing happening. And then out of nowhere they go, okay, here you go, here's all the vehicles. And it's kind of like, wait, what happened to like giving us something new to play every week? I don't know. I can very much see it happen that they're dumping the newspaper, firework, and also the forklift stuff all in one go. I don't know. The most interesting thing that's probably going to happen to GTA Online this year is probably around summertime with part 2 of a Safe House in the Hills DLC, because frankly, I think we can all agree that the one that we got last month with Michael and all that just very much felt like it was a part 1. So I'm hoping that everyone is right about that, but we shall see. The most interesting thing though, aside from that, in the summer DLC will probably also be some of the goodies we'll probably be able to get for GTA 6. If Rockstar is following suit that they did with RDR2, GTA Online will be a place where you can unlock some exclusive thingies that you can take with you to GTA 6 Online. I'm not saying that we should take our progress to the new game or that, you know, anything like that, because like I said before, I want GTA 6 to be a complete fresh start with everything reset. No, not a singular dollar going over, maybe a pre-order bonus or something like that, but aside from that, fresh start. We did 13 years of GTA Online at that point. I want to start fresh. Speaking of GTA 6, this might be a nice segue into trailer 3. I'm sure that as people are growing to be more and more impatient after nearing up to a year of not seeing anything new about the game and the mapping project, for example, kind of going back to putting the tinfoil heads on and hoping the best to keep themselves busy. Obviously, no shade to them whatsoever because they're doing an incredible job. But it's time for some new information aside from lol, we delayed the game again. I don't necessarily think we'll be seeing anything like that until probably like May. The reason why I will explain to you, as I have a fairly good prediction as to when exactly we can expect GTA 3. Based on data from GTA 5 and RDR2, which means that some of you might argue it's a little dated, but bear with me. Because I'd much rather base things on data than just going, ah, the wind is going that way, it must be coming out in 2 weeks' time. What I did is I gathered the data from GTA 5 and RDR2 and kind of compared the time between like the trailers and the delays and see if there's a pattern there. And there is. The time between trailer 2 and 3 for GTA 5 was 7 months. The time between trailer 2 and 3 for RDR2 was 9 months. The time between trailer 2 and the delay announcement for GTA 5 was 4 months. For RDR2 was 5 months. And for GTA 6 was 6 months. It's almost like they're adding an extra month to be a dick about it or something, I don't know. But the most interesting one is the most consistent one. The time between the delay announcement and trailer 3 for GTA 5 was 3 months. For RDR2, it was also 3 months. So that means if they were to follow the same pattern, GTA 6 should be getting trailer 3 in January, which is this month. However, the time between trailer 3 and the launch of the game for GTA 5 was 4.5 months. For RDR2 was 5 months and 3 weeks, which means that we will most likely expect a trailer 3 at least in May. That 6 months is probably going to be packed with all kinds of like news about the game and whatnot. Like think previews, trailers, screenshot gameplay trailers, and like an overview like they did with GTA 5 and RDR2. Possibly also like an online gameplay trailer like they did with GTA Online originally. Though they didn't do that for RDR2 for some reason. I'm not entirely sure why they didn't. But I think it's also very fair to say that until it is actually May and we do see that trailer 3, that Rockstar is going to remain to be hesitant about throwing too much fuel into the fire of the GTA 6 hype train. For the simple reason that, well, they probably don't even know if they're going to make November yet. And before everyone starts panicking again because someone threw up on Twitter that 2027 is now going to be the release date, it is still within the realm of possibility until 6 months before release. That is exactly why every single time the game gets delayed, it's a year before the new release date. Because at that point they figured out, well, we could definitely do it in another 6 months. So unfortunately from now until probably sometime in May, we're going to have a lot of uncertainty still regarding whether the game is coming out this year or not. I know this is coming from someone who, when they saw the release date of May 2026, they were immediately going like, it's happening, we're getting the game then because set release date and everything, and that means that Rockstar's confident. They bait and switched me, and while I'm still very much upset about that, I am now a little bit more cautious because yeah, a set release date seemingly doesn't mean anything in the world of Rockstar games anymore, which is genuinely a shame because that was always going to be the release date if they announce an actual release date. Either way, I think that's a pretty fair way of looking at 2026 for any Rockstar fan or GTA fan in general. But if you need something to do until then, And check out my No Death Challenge, where I go through every game 100% without dying every Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday, 7 PM UK on this YouTube channel or on Twitch. Hope to see you there. Thank you for watching.